All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Bungou Stray Dogs, Season 5, Episode 2. Wow, this season really just kicked things off. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Okay. Edogawa Rampo just being his usual self.
Just, carrying the ADA on my back. So hard.
Yeah.
So hard. Sorry, actually, no, it's easy. It's really easy. I don't even know why.
Anybody can do it. Why aren't you guys doing it? Like,
you, too, can be a master detective. I want you to believe in the me that believes in you.
I want you to check the trash bin.
I want you to take that out of the recycle bin. Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly.
Yep.
Don't delete your cringe. Embrace your cringe.
Sure. But now that it was revealed that, okay, yeah, that was Edogawa, we still need to do this whole deal with finding the leader of Decay of the Angel to get the page. And soon.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, this is all still just something that really just kind of gives more freedom for the ADA to move about, but it doesn't actually really harm Decay of the Angel in any immediate sense.
Really, what you need to use, Edogawa, is the fact that you were able to infiltrate all of their assassination attempts and use that to reverse engineer who they are, where they are, and all of that goodness.
The really other scary thing with this is that the world stage was brought in right before Edogawa Rampo basically kind of revealed everything. But what this also showcases is how compromised the world is to ability users. And so it could actually have it could have a negative long-term repercussion that is part of Fedor's plan, where it's they're still gonna get a little bit involved.
Yeah.
And it's just not gonna be in the way that you think.
You prove your innocence. Fantastic. You have to do it in such an overt, over-the-top way that now they don't care if you're innocent. In fact, all ability users everywhere kind of just people think have to go.
Right, this is going to turn into the X-Men universe really quickly.
Right, like, yeah, the fact that an ability user department can exist and everything
is one thing.
What the layman knows about people with supernatural abilities
just got a lot more common.
Exactly. If that was privileged information, it isn't anymore.
It is not anymore.
Or at the very least, people will just be like, who is that weirdo that randomly showed up on TV that one time?
The Sherlock cosplayer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like the police seemed to take him seriously. Like, wait, so he's actually solved bullshit,
Reddit's going crazy right now. That's all I'm saying about that. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh!
Nice! Cool! Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
this again!
Oh shit!
Oh!
What?
Regular?
What?
Let's
and it turns into an actual fight?
Damn. Well, that part,
not necessarily needed.
Yeah.
All right.
More stuff. Oh, yeah, they're all okay. Ow.
I don't have hands. I can't catch myself.
Yeah. We got a healer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Once we get everybody back together. Yeah.
That's right.
Well,
about that.
Yeah. In order for us to move, we have to make ourselves vulnerable again. Whoa.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Ah, then he went on a bar crawl.
いやー正直吐き気の半分はその卵酒のせいという気がするんだがあれ何の卵カエルですが
Just thinking about that.
Yeah.
福地殿生命が滅びるのは
Oh.
それは変化に適応できなくなる
Whoa.
先の天
That was getting heavy.
あなたの猟犬部隊が活躍せねば世界の滅亡すらあり得た将来世界の正義を統一します
See no ways that could go wrong.
Yeah, that sounds like
But-
a very good idea. Yeah.
そのための秘密兵器もあります
Oh no.
秘密兵器あなたですあなたがその軍を指揮するのです探偵者がテロリストまだそんな寝言をほざいておるのかそ
Whoa.
の話受けてもいいが条件がある以上が超国家的武装警備隊の概要ですこれは戦争ですテロとの戦争はすでに始まっているのです
Oh my gosh.
そらことだどうせ列強の軍
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
では皆様決議に入る前に新創設部隊の司令よりお言葉を頂戴します
whoa. Like the world has so much respect for him.
伝説の英雄侍の活躍のおかげであの銀幕は多分に脚色
Oh my god.
深夜共和国における異能実験隊
What?
10万体の殲滅作戦そして東欧における吸血種感染爆発の阻止いずれも世界の屋台骨が吹き飛びかねない
Oh my gosh. That was a scene.
Yep.
守護部隊の設立その話を打診された時わしは一度断った二日酔いでは話が
He's too honest.
我々はすでに負けているその様子では想像したことすらないのだろうな諸君の分厚い財布の中身がすでにいくらか爆弾では
You think any of them use physical currency anymore?
Yeah.
Like,
新時代のテロリスト天人の御推に滅ぼされる前夜諸君は何をするその能力を有すがゆえに人民は諸君を代表に選んだ違うか
In your capacity to give me unlimited power.
超国家的武装警備隊と呼称しているがあれはまあなんだ
cringe.
ダサい
Yeah.
人類軍この世の悪を貫く
The propaganda speaks for itself.
Well,
Okay.
he can own a stage, that's for sure.
Yep.
どうも今話題のテロリスト
The hit new terrorist.
警備だ5分ほど誰も入れるな
And get the whiskey.
Yeah.
そうだ
Make it a double.
説得には時間が足りんか
まさか
お前は変わらんな小僧初めて会った時と
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
初めて会ったのは
Uh-huh.
Oh.
おじさんは酔って現れて会場で暴れた挙句出来たての社の看板に
Oh, he did all that. Oh, wow.
源一郎は幼馴染でこの世で最も信頼のおける男だ
Mm.
私が先に生きる道を見つけて少し寂しいのだろう
Wow. Yeah. Old partners.
天人の御推は6日後に国家を消滅させるつもりだ僕たちはその前に敵の長カムイを倒しページを奪う
つまらんな自称名探偵を買いかぶりすぎたかわしを揺さぶる説得術の一つも腹に飲んでくるかと思ったが
僕ならあなたの反応を完全に推理することもできるでもしない協力したくなるよ心理的に
I could.
僕はただ信じるだけだ
Because that's what Fukuzawa said.
社
Yep.
長が一言
Yep.
福地を信じる
だから僕もあなたを信じる
でどうする
Damn.
All right.
That
Just
symbol.
like that.
出る
れが福地王子。猟犬部隊の長にして世界の
Yeah. The old hunting dog, you know.
何その恥ずかしい格好。
見つかったら厄介だ。お前も早く隠れろ。
やだよ。英雄なんて言われてる割に格好悪い中年だな。
あとわしを中年と呼ぶな。
I'm much older than that.
中年でしょ。
まだまだ若いわ。
I'm just a cool 35, you know.
Right.
小僧が福沢と出会って今や13年。それでもわしと福沢の時間の半
Wow. Yeah.
分。わしを追い越せぬのは理不尽だとな。
はあ、忘れたね。
Yeah. Bag.
すべての黒幕カムイとは一体何者なんでしょう。
よっと。焦るな。もしかしてこれが見たいのか？喉が渇いた。
I'm not feeling it, you know.
はい。
Immediately. And even did the little pop at the top.
Fantastic.
ランボさんの超推理。ついにカムイの正体がわかる。
異能力。超推理。
Oh my gosh.
カムイは一連のテロで莫大な利益を得た人物。
Well, shit.
証拠はない。だがつじつまは
It's just right there.
Yeah.
私が先に生きる道を見つけて。
Uh-huh.
何ができる？僕が気づいたことに奴も気づいた。猶予は数秒。 アツシ、すまない。僕のミスだ。
あれは万一の避難場所としてランボさんが所持していた父さんの推理書。
Oh!
やはり小僧には見破られたか。
Oh shit.
あなたがカムイ。
まあそんなところだ。
Yeah.
Something like that.
特別人格の演技には体に悪い。
なぜ
Whew.
あなたは正義の代名詞で
Yeah.
社長の親友では。
福沢は戦場に行かなかった。
He never saw it. He never had to become.
Gotcha.
He never had to become a demon like I did.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
わしの正体を知った君を生きて返すわけにはいかんからな。せめて君のため状況を単純化してやろう。
それは
Oh.
これをわしから奪えば全てが元通りだ。探偵者も助かる。
Wait. This is all so fucked.
勝てば全部解決。でも負ければ僕とランボさんは死ぬ。
He told you his ability, even if it's
Yeah.
to give you a hint of his ability.
Right.
戦って活路を開くしかない。
God damn it.
ところでその足でどう戦う？
いつの間に切られた。
カムイの異能力は持つ武器の性能を100倍に
Oh.
する能力だ。
Oh, okay.
さて、虎の再生能力。見事だな。それで首を切り落として
Ah!
I'm in trouble.
Fear. Yep. Whoa.
Okay, okay.
Whoa. Whole life flashing before your eyes. Dying alone. Just. Uh-huh.
その後もフランシス、アンゴさん、ルーシーちゃんの協力があった。誰でもいいから隣で一緒に戦って。
Dazai's words ring out. Right here.
Oh my god.
Is it a Kunagawa?
Yeah.
Is it
yeah.
a Kunagawa? I've been waiting for you to show up.
He has to have the cravat even in undercover.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I love how they set up the whole thing of like,
Yeah.
all right, and this is what we're gonna do. And I'm like, I've seen Revenge of the Sith. But this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. What?
Why would you make a multinational paramilitary force that is there to just enforce
Answerable
just
to no
general
one.
safety and security, answerable to one man? No.
Who is also an ability user when the thing you're worried about is ability users?
I mean, not even that. Just the idea that, like, they would worship and deify this man to
Right.
such an extent, like, he's so infallible
Yeah,
given all this power.
And the thing that I was immediately thinking of, but there's no way they'll agree. Like, okay, corruption possibilities aside.
Sure.
Great in theory, but who do you get to lead it? Oh, this guy? Well, guess what? He's one of Japan's guys, so he'll favor Japan over other countries. So how do you get somebody that's actually unbiased or whatever? Oh, I guess he's a world-renowned hero. Because, yeah, if there are supernatural things that happen, and, one person in particular has always been the person that stops them.
Yeah, like Fukuzawa's helped him on probably a couple of these things
Sure,
and stuff
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. It's just this is the guy that maybe led a lot of those things. Or maybe
Yep.
he got more of the glory because he actually went to war.
And I love the distinction of well, hang on, aren't you guys closest of friends? Yes, we are.
We are very close. Yeah.
He just didn't go to war, and I did.
That slight difference
Yeah.
is so cool. Because Fukuzawa has a terrifying side to him for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Pure blood, cold-blooded killer.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Like it's right there.
But the idea that between two cold-blooded killers,
Yes.
one did it at home and one went to war, where it's
Where it's the I lost sight of the why that I was needing to be.
right.
become
Like,
a
and
killer,
Fukuzawa
basically.
would struggle with that too.
Oh, he
but it's-
did. Yeah.
But it's not the all right, now just wholesale butchery. You know.
Well, also the thing that we're bringing up with Atsushi here, the loneliness of it, the idea that he probably lost touch with himself
yeah.
in a way that Fukuzawa had flirted with, but not fully delved into.
Right.
And so the idea that he's the man of 100 faces, that basically in all of his counter-espionage stuff, became so good at becoming whoever he was needed to be. Well, yeah, that makes perfect sense because he lost sight of himself. So
Yep.
he doesn't even know who he is.
Which also, something else that I want to bring up here. So, this is a fun way to make it so that the introduction of the hunting dogs is still just as efficient and relevant and,
Yes.
and all that stuff. Because having two organizations, beyond all the crazy numbers of characters that are already in Bungou,
Sure.
right, is that's a bit. That's
It's a bit
lot.
unwieldy.
Right, and so things like having our trickster teleporting magician guy off himself, seemingly, great. Now we don't need to have him be in the story for a
Yeah.
good long time, and so
Right.
we can move on to other things without having it bog things down, right?
Each organization, though, has one person in it that's not with that organization secretly, though. He's the one that's not with Decay of the Angel because he's trying to kill Theodore, basically,
Okay.
now. Then we have in the Hunting Dogs, we have
Tachihara.
Tachihara, who's actually with the Port Mafia.
Right.
And now we've got a member of Decay...
Of the hunting dogs,
the
that is
Hunting
also,
Dogs is also a member of the Decay of the Angel.
Yeah. Yep. And so the idea that this happens, and the idea that he was very much being set up as the main antagonist from the standpoint of the hunting dogs.
Right.
Cool. The idea that the hunting dogs then become friends and stuff. Okay, cool. Like he would be totally fun to have on our side and everything.
Yeah.
But the idea that now, when we're so far into this plot, we have to introduce a new big bad antagonist when we already have Theodore. That's going to be real unwieldy to actually make us care about it,
Yeah,
right?
I was actually really worried that the Kamui character was going to be the part that things would fall flat on because I was like, I don't think you could introduce a new character
Right.
at this point and have me care about them as much as I did to quickly care about like Sigma, for instance.
Yep.
Like Sigma was honestly a testament to the writing capacity of the creator of Bungo Stray Dogs in that you more sold me on Sigma because of the context and the environment that Sigma was introduced in.
Yep.
Whereas this, Kamui character, we'd have to be like, okay, so they have some aspect of them that is like, godlike or something
Yeah.
about them where they have some megalomaniacal, like complex. They
Right.
have some really crazy motivation. They've got some
Well-
crazy intelligence or ability or something that has them to have even Theodore on their payroll, basically. And it's like, I don't buy it. I think Theodore's actually playing you all. There is
Right.
no Kamui.
And if Fyodor's playing you all, we know what Fyodor's motivations are
Sure.
like. So how does that differ then? Why would he need to keep that a secret? Oh, maybe because the person who is leading Decay of the Angel actually has a personal motivation, right? Like
Very
or
intimate,
a selfish motivation.
Right, a much smaller
right?
motivation.
And they also kind of hinted at it with the whole idea of bringing up okay, people say it's the ADA, but like, has anyone brought up motive? No? Okay, cool. There's evidence and stuff. All right, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But motive, what would we get from it? Like, nothing. Nothing. Like, in fact, it's...
Oh, they're crazy. They just want to kill everybody.
Okay, sure, but that completely contradicts all the stuff that we've done up until now, right?
Yeah.
You know, and while something like that could happen, right, you have this guy here who is now showing true colors that he has not shown. He's done a very good job of concealing, right? Totally. But, oh, hey, now we have someone who's suddenly benefiting a shit ton from the way everything's going down. Yeah. Also, I gotta say, that feeds really well into his speech, which, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
speeches in fiction
Yes.
that are supposed to achieve something that the real world has not been able to achieve are inherently very difficult to do because no one's been able to do that yet, right? Like, no one's been able to come up with a speech in real life that would convince people on the scale that you need to for the fiction.
Right.
So how do you actually do that, right? Oh, hey, well, you know, maybe you have something where it's a bunch of crafted, you know, stuff, right? You know, conspiracy, whatever, you know, like that kind of a thing.
Sure.
And that's kind of what he did here, because the things that he brought up weren't really a lot of tangibles. Oh, the money you're carrying right now, you think like we talked about it, you think any of them are carrying like coins? Like, no, they wouldn't care about that.
It's actually
like,
more the scary thing is that it's the people that are just the regular ones that go to the taco truck and are like,
right, exactly.
I've you know,
yeah, here's some change. You know,
I have some change to give you exact stuff here because I don't want to have you get forced to go to the register and break
I
a
don't want
10
to
or something.
inconvenience you or whatever.
Yeah, we're basically family, you know?
And then the next thing that he did is all right, now I'm going to say that we are in a state here, right? The world is ending and all of that stuff.
Well, yeah,
and,
there's a reason for perpetual war.
Right. And also, I love that a lot of the things that that the people brought up of like good reasons why this wouldn't happen were good reasons. Like it's not just the politicians being like, we want to get in the way of everything. It's like, okay, so we're just gonna funnel more money into the military-industrial complex. Like it's like, oh, so they're gonna be answerable to no one? That sounds like a great idea. No oversight? What the fuck? Like, you know, like you're crazy, right?
Right.
Yes,
right.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
also led by me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wasn't the one who brought it up. Also, the idea that this is the name for the organization. Then he's like, actually, I think that's not quite the best name. Because given that this is what I've been working to and what I've
thought of this name for a while.
I've thought of this name for a while. Yeah. And I got to say, Humanity's Army, that is a wonderful name. In how
chilling it is.
Yeah.
Bone chilling.
Yep.
Like, I love how gleefully we now look back on the politicians and the representatives of the UN like cheering for this. Like, sells how doomed basically all our heroes are.
Oh, sure.
And that it's no, we wanted this. And thus it also makes it kind of fun that it's wait, you guys are still focusing on the ADA? No. We need to destroy Decay of the Angel.
Right.
But we don't know even who they are. We didn't
They
know
could
what
be
they are.
anywhere.
They could be anywhere. They could be doing anything. In fact, they could be at the control of every terrorist organization out there. It's all of them. It's the I've created the infinite enemy glitch.
Yep.
And I've also created the infinite war glitch. And now
I win.
I get to bring everyone into the hell that I went through, and it will be
beautiful.
Glorious.
Yeah.
It's
I love war.
Yeah. It is kind of the major in a little bit like that kind of similar motivation of just creating a perpetual war. Yeah. But
also, let's be real, that he will rule as a result of this, right? Like it's you know, what do you think is a thing for species annihilation, all that stuff, right? Guess what? That's the thing he's bringing about. Like it's the fantastic. We will reign supreme and whatnot, and I will decide who lives and dies, and
Yeah, I do
and you will
think-
agree to it.
I do think that's part of something that we'll have to get into is that obviously Fukuzawa knows him pretty well, but it adds also a lot of context to that conversation for him and Fukuzawa had as well.
Sure.
But does he actually want to rule?
There's a possibility that he doesn't, but I would say so. Okay, I would say it depends on. It's more about the context of the scope of how much he wants to rule versus whether he wants to rule.
Why? I don't
So-
know. I don't know if it's a foregone conclusion that he wants to rule.
Well, okay, like if you're talking about ruling the entire world or whatever, or just being the person that is in like that dictates how military operations will go in the world.
No, because again, obviously, if we look at this in the very strict sense of what they're making here, not every violent conflict is a terrorist conflict.
Sure.
And in fact, most of them are not.
But also given that he doesn't answer to anyone,
No, I know, but
he can
that's-
do whatever the fuck he
No,
wants.
I know, but he could do whatever the fuck he wants is basically saying, he could do anything. Well, yes, so none of it is plausible or none of it is likely. Anything is plausible, but none of it is particularly more likely than the others. So,
Sure.
So we don't know really his motivation with regards to ruling other than he wants to bring about a war where he can just fight. Like
he doesn't answer to anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the part where I'm just curious of this being a thing where in this episode, do we get anything specifically of him wanting to I don't know, wanting to wanting to take charge of this world in some specific way. Like maybe
not
the
necessarily
spear
yet.
against the evils of this world. Like that
Right,
just
it's-
sounds like
Well, it's the I'm sure he doesn't care about the minutia of like running a nation, of course, right? Like, yeah, well, that sounds, why would he have any interest in that, right? But from the standpoint of I am now like effectively at the top of this, whether I decide to actually exert any of my influence into certain areas or aspects of, life in the world and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, maybe not. But, he can declare anything to be a terrorist threat or suspected of terrorist threats or, whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
it's the
I feel like we're holding back though about what has to be at least half of his motivation though.
Oh, sure. Yes,
And
I'm sure we're going to get into that more.
Yeah.
But like when I think about it, it's he is at a level of power that no one else in this world has, because even the leaders of like other nations, even if they were in full dictator ruling of their nation, there are the other nations that theoretically could keep them in check. And as long as all the nations of the world decide we will not exert any of our influence over you, you do what you think is best, they're effectively putting him into a military dictatorship rule. He just, ostensibly is not going to use it to decide, what taxes are or whatever.
I know, but that's something that at any point they could be like, oh, we don't want to give you this power anymore.
Sure.
So
yeah.
then we just team up and just kill him,
You're right. Yeah. It's we determine you to be a Julius Caesar and
Yeah.
you're a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the part where I don't feel like it's a ruling thing. I feel like it's more of a I bled, I'm the soldier, and like you're saying, I don't answer to anybody anymore. Mm-hmm.
The hunting dog is now the wild dog.
It's I'm not a dog anymore.
You're right. Yeah.
You're all my bitches, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so rather than being the one that takes orders he might give them, yes, that's where the ruling part could come in. Mm-hmm. But I feel like that's just a little bit of a leap in terms of why he would want this, because
yeah, and
it feels like Decay of the Angel's goal is the destruction of ability users, and I don't see any reason why he would be against that. Obviously, he was a part of recruiting a lot of them, or at least some of them.
Sure.
So, like, he's clearly not Magneto. Like, he's not wanting to have ability users to take over the world and
have
kill all the
supremacy
humans
or whatever,
that don't
yeah.
have abilities or what have you. No, he feels like he's got something about him that's I'm not trying to become some dark lord that lives forever, rules forever or anything. It's I will die, but I will make my mark basically before I die.
Like, yeah, and it is one of those things where it kind of makes you wonder other people in history, right, that are like, okay, we are going to bridge the gap from being, military leader to ruler. Is it just general power hungry stuff? Is it just so that you can then like live in comfort, have a perpetual power trip? Like what is it exactly?
What
right?
is it that motivates those kinds of people?
Is it
I don't know.
Is it I was taught to overcome obstacles through violence and my own survival impinged on that, and so now I want to keep doing that forever, and so there was an obstacle before me, therefore I wish to conquer it, Like, I don't know. But and what does that mean once you get to the top, right? Like
Yeah, that's why I think the Fukuzawa went to Fukuzawa's path split off from mine. And I went to war. That's his motivation.
Right.
And it's I went through the blood hell and came out the other side.
Which is such a great way to, like, even though we don't know the exact aspects of his motivation, we know where it comes from, and for it to be summed up so quickly.
And given that we had a lot of focus on the horrors of war in the last season or two,
Yep.
that also just feels like we were being
Set up
probably
for
conditioned and set up for this
Yes.
kind of a reveal.
Yeah.
But all right, okay. Akutagawa Atsushi combo team up time.
And Ranpo being like, I did my job. I figured it out. Shit. He's right there. Oh, he knows that I know. All right, cool. I'm just going to walk over here. I love that he had to do the flare thing twice because he's just like, I am still shitting myself. Terrified, right? And then, okay, all right, it happens. Fantastic. Okay, trigger the page
Run.
thing.
All right, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. I'm out. I did my job,
Right, and he is potentially at risk because the book being damaged would potentially kill,
Or
him
maybe
something.
bring him out of that space or something.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Well, I think he was saying that, like Atsushi was saying, like, oh, I need to protect, Edogawa here. Like, he's still vulnerable.
Right.
Obviously, he can't be, seen or anything. But
Yeah.
I'm guessing the book is not
Yeah, what happens
locked in the.
Right. If the book gets, taped to a rock and thrown into the ocean, great, you starve in that room. You come out.
Or
and
what happens if you
drown.
start chopping the book up?
Yeah,
Does
exactly.
its power release and everyone just drops out of it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So if you have any that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.